Welcome back to Jay's Fab Shop, and in this video we're going to be hopefully getting this Vauxhall red top engine running for the first time in over 10 years. So hit that like button, let's jump straight in. So I think we're just going to start with applying a little bit of oil over the cams. I did do this about a week ago. I want to see if we're going to turn over by hand. Just going to apply a little bit of pressure. Oh, so she's turned, but that was tight. You can hear the belt where it's been stuck to the pulleys peeling itself off the steel. Oh, there we go, that kind of popped. Okay, so it's turning by hand now. So at this point, I need to be very mindful, or you need to be very mindful if you're doing this. Yes, we've put oil on the cams, so the top end is lubricated-ish. Yes, we've put oil in the bores at GT85, so that should seep down onto the piston rings a little bit. But the cams was bone dry. If you remember this, touching that, guys, there's absolutely nothing on it. It is bone dry. So you've got to remember that actually the big end and little end bearings, all of those will be exactly the same. They're going to be just as dry. So it's a catch-22. Really, you need it running to build the oil pressure up as fast as possible. However, sometimes it's best to do checks first, like compression and stuff. So it could go either way at this point. All of this inside here is exactly what I expected to see, just because all this, when it was fitted, was brand new. But I have no concerns with any of that. Still worth checking though. Doesn't get any easier. The battery's now connected. There was mice living in here at one point. I never looked at how much they've chewed or kind of messed with. So I got the fire extinguisher ready. I think this may be wise about now. Won't hurt to have it at least. So I've just disconnected the fuel pipe for the carbs, which comes from the pump and the tank. I've just put a bolt in there for now. I won't turn the pump on anyway, but just in case it was to suck any old fuel up, I do need to drain the tank. So now I'm going to connect my remote starter switch. The volt gauge inside is showing just below 14 volts. So if we check our power supply here that I'm going to be going off, got good voltage. I might rip it by hand once more. Yeah. So hopefully now I've got the coil disconnected and capped up with the coil lead removed, so we shouldn't get any spark. Fingers crossed. Hit that like button, guys. Give me a bit of support. Okay, brilliant. So try and bring you in. So what I think I'll do now is I'm going to do compression quickly, and then we're literally just going to go for it. I have missed this car, to be fair. So I'm going to prop the pedal up inside so that we've got full throttle for this compression. We're going to start on number 1. Let's give it a go. 240. 250, 240, 250. 240 and 250 is great. I'm really happy with those. They will improve as it's been running, but for now, that is a great result. Okay, so to get you back up to speed, I've reconnected the coil, reconnected the ignition module. I've got a temporary plug there to check spark. All the plugs are fitted on the engine and all the leads are on in the correct place and timed up. So we haven't turned the key yet. Okay, so that's ignition on. Nothing lights up. I can't remember what, I think that was fan. So the fan's still working. Okay, yeah, so not only have we got spark, we've actually got a really good spark. Okay, so that is brilliant. That's really strong. I've left the rocker cover off simply so that I can see if we've got oil pressure in case the gauge is duff, basically. Okay guys, pause it. Comment below if you think it's going to go first time or whether you think I'm going to battle it. Let's give her a bit more fuel. I'm being careful with the fuel, guys, because I don't want to burn the garage down. There's nothing dripping. Tell you what. So I've got a can of Easy Start, which I used on the Will It Run video for the Chevette project I'm currently doing. I'll leave the link to that video at the end of this video, if you fancy watching it. Yes! It started spitting quite a bit of oil out, but I don't mind that too much. Okay, we got oil pressure. Will it have dropped before I get you in? Just going down now. Okay, so that's good. We've got oil pressure, as you can see. It's giving me some cleaning up to do, but I don't mind that when it's, you know, you're making sure the engine's going to be safe. That's a small price to pay. So yeah, it is running. If you commented below, did you get it right? I'm going to put the cam cover on, clean up, get everything buttoned back up. I'd like it to run a bit better on its own, but that's quite a bit of fuel in there now. There's quite a bit of petrol in there now, that. Okay. I think I'll quit while I'm ahead. There's a lot of easy start all around the bulkhead and stuff. So one misfire or one backfire now and it could be game over. Off camera, I think I'm going to remove the old fuel that's in the tank. I'm going to fit a jerry can in the engine bay and a temporary fuel pump to get it running on petrol. I'll probably mess with the clutch and the brakes off camera too. So that means the next upload is going to be pretty much driving this thing, which seems crazy because it's just been so long after 10 years. So definitely stick around for that video. Hit the like button, please subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you next time.